whenever we are establishing the hospitals or the operation technologies like common treatment facilities, they're supposed to get information, they get consent from the surrounding community and stakeholders before they start the facilities. There is one more thing which we must all know. There are two conventions which we are all should be aware of. One is the Basel Convention and the Stockholm Convention. Basel Convention is prevents the parties such as waste are managed and disposal environment. So it prevents the transboundary movement of hazardous waste. Before it should so happen that US would dump their waste, not exactly for abroad countries would with developed countries would deposit their waste into the lower developed countries. That is not permitted now anymore because convention restricts this transboundary movements. Wherever it is generated, it has to be managed there and there itself so that it doesn't cross the risk across the borders. Next is the Stockholm Conventions. This is to reduce the dioxins and furans emissions from the biomedical waste. Okay, this where is dioxins and furans come? As I told last time, when we are burning waste, especially plastic waste incineration, if we do, it can emit dioxins and furans, which are called as persistent organic pollutants or dirty part of dirty deserts. And there are so many policies. WHO has come out with policy. India, we have developed biomedical waste management rules 2016 Government of India. There is guidelines for equipments for healthcare management by PATH. WHO's policy is there on injection safety and mercury as well. Now let's come to the legal considerations of any questions still here?
No, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Now, coming to the our biomedical waste, I think there will be an again session for you from a pollution control board expert itself. I'll be talking very basic kind of overview of this biomedical waste management rules 2016. As I told, we had 1998 rules, we had 10 categories, lot of confusion and all those things. Afterwards, we had this biomedical waste management rules 2016, which has come, which has simplified our waste segregation process and it has eased our problem a lot. So this is coming under the Environment Protection Act of 1986 and this is implemented through Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Okay, next. So in this session, I'll just little bit highlight on what is this biomedical waste. I think we have already discussed this rules. As I was told, it was implemented in 2016, and we had two amendments in 2018 and 20. This is under the Environment Protection Act. As per definition, I think I'll reiterate. This is any waste generated during the diagnosis, treatment, or immunization of human beings or animals or research activity pertaining to production or testing of biological materials. As I told, this is applicable to all the places, including the health camps, what we conduct outside. This red color, what I have put, these are the ones which are newly added under the biomedical waste rules. That means to say, even Ayush has come under the purview. All the camps, what we conduct outside our hospitals and first aid rooms, we must be responsible. So, if say Ramaya Hospital conducts a camp outside, it is a responsibility of Ramaya Camp Medical College to see to that our hospital takes care of the waste generated even in the camps and bring back to the base and dispose from here properly as per the rules. Next important, we always use the word terminology of occupier. What do you mean by occupier? He is responsible to see to that he will ensure that biomedical waste management is taken care of in his place. So who is this? Is a person who is having an administrative control over the institution and so he is answerable. Okay. So our medical superintendent of the hospital or head of the hospital, whether in the hospital, nursing home, clinic, medical college, lab, blood bag, irrespective of the system, even Ayush, okay, whatever the name is called, or even the common treatment facility, that they are called as operator. Okay, common treatment facility head is called as operator, hospital head is called as occupier. The responsibilities are little bit same, but operator, the responsibilities are majorly of the operations, transportation, and treatment and disposal of the waste. The occupier responsibility is up to the handing over the waste to the common treatment facility if they are connected to CTF. If they are not connected to common treatment system, they are also responsible for its final treatment and disposal. Some of the additional features for the rules is we need to have a final storage room in the healthcare facilities to till the common treatment facility comes and collects. And we need to phase out chlorinated plastic bags, gloves, and blood bags. And training of healthcare workers is a responsibility, and we need to keep records and also have to give submit during the annual report. And we need to immunize healthcare workers with tetanus toxoid and hepatitis B vaccine. All healthcare workers have to be vaccinated with tetanus and hepatitis B. And occupational safety is a responsibility of the occupier. That means they have to see to that they are vaccinated, they are trained, and they are given personal protective equipments. Not only they are given personal protective equipments, but also ensure that they use it properly and do it, and also conduct health checkup of these workers and keep the records, and also establish barcode software system. And waste management record has to be shown on the website, and report major accidents. What is this major accidents? If there is any big burns and spillage or huge waste spillage or truck fell down, truck accident, those are major accident. Needle stick injury is not major accident. They have to be reported in Form 1 to the Pollution Control Board within 24 hours. And no waste which is untreated, not treated, should be stored beyond 48 hours, especially the infectious waste, red and yellow color waste. And if there is irregular visit of CTF in collection, this has to be reported to the Pollution Control Board. And biomedical waste management committee has to be formed by the occupier, and at least 2 meetings have to be given. Some hospitals have monthly basis or quarterly, whatever it is, up to them. But minimum 2 meetings have to be done, and the reports or what to say, proceedings or the minutes of the meeting should be kept in the, for reference, and should be submitted when the pollution control board asks for. And the container should be properly labeled as per the rules. I'll mention it later. So committee, as I told, the composition can be like this, which I've already discussed. And this is a mandated one for especially 30 bedded hospital. And all hospitals which are providing healthcare should get permission from the Pollution Control Board before starting their hospital for generation and collection and reception. And so every occupier operator before starting their hospital should make an application in Form 2. And for non-bedded occupiers like your clinics, blood banks, lab and all, only lab, for them it is one-time authorization. But for the others, it should be along with the water and air consent, 1 or 3 years, it will depend, and they have to collect the thing. Annual report has to be submitted in Form 4 every month end of the June, and the same will be will be collected to the Pollution Control Board. From Pollution Control Board, it will be again compiled in July and submitted to the Central Pollution Control Board. Again, from in August, by August, it should be submitted to the Ministry of Environment and Forest Climate Change from the Central Pollution Control Board. So what are the details we need to keep in mind while filling up the annual report is the quantity of the waste, general waste and other type of waste. What is the size and capacity of storage rooms, minutes of meeting, details of training, major accident and liquid waste treatment facility also. So what are the records we need to maintain is from the generation, collection, reception, storage, transportation, and if there is any treatment or disposal, even pre-treatment records also we need to keep. Okay, even training records, then vaccination records, then health checkup records. So these are the records we must all keep for a period of at least 5 years. So there are 5 forms which are there as per rules. Just to remember, Form 1 is for accident reporting. Form 2 is for the healthcare facility or the CTF to apply for authorization. Form 3 is the authorization provided by the Pollution Control Board. And Form 4 is annual report. And Form 5 is filing appeal. If there is any show cause notice or any actions taken by Pollution Control Board, we can go for appeal for higher authorities. And then the schedule 1 is the color coding, what we need to practice, and what is the treatment and what is the disposal option for different colors. Schedule 2 tells about different standards for different treatment and disposal. It means to say What are, if we are operating an incinerator or either the hospital or the common treatment facility, what are the standards to be prescribed? What is the temperature to be maintained? How much time they have to hold in time? All those things it is mentioned, how we have to dispose incineration ash. Everything is there and it has to be adhered very strictly because these are all monitored very stringently by the pollution control board. So for each of the different treatment and disposal, standards are prescribed under the rules. In Schedule 3 tells about what who are the prescribing authority and corresponding duties, like what is the rule, responsibility of pollution control board. Then we have a district level pollution, what is this? District monitoring committee. How are they doing? Okay, what is their function? Everything has been mentioned. Schedule 4 tells about what is should be the label, and these are the labels which should be there on the containers as well as the bags of the these things. So what happens if we do not follow these things? We are punishable under the Environment Protection Act of 1986 in the Rule 15, where we are punishable up to a term of 5 years or with 1 lakh rupee or both or more also, depending on the severity. Now we have Green Tribunal also monitoring us because we are directly related to the waste. So based on that, it can take direct actions also. Some of the examples of common observed violations I will mention: mixing of general waste with biomedical waste. Okay, that is also non-compliance. Mismatch of color-coded bags. It's not acceptable. You may put yellow cover, but the container is black color. It is not acceptable. What will happen? People for segregation will be confused. Should I follow the container color coding or the color coding? So we must have exactly whatever is mentioned: yellow cover, yellow container, and poor segregation practices. Can you see what is the difference here? What can you tell? Comment on this transportation. Anybody? What's wrong with this picture?
It's not closed and it is overloaded.
Not closed. It is open. Then
And overloaded.
yes, it's very good. It's overloaded. Anything else? The person
And
who is
in
carrying is not.
mismatch color.
And also mixing of both. You should not carry general waste with the yellow color waste, right? And also is not wearing personal protective equipments. Okay, good. And opening one earning of waste or even the mixed plastic waste will cause emit dioxins and furans. Mixing of general and healthcare waste and throwing behind, that is also not acceptable. And handing over of waste to the unauthorized waste standards is not acceptable. Okay, even if you have disinfected also, you're not supposed to give. It has to be to authorized recycler through CTF itself. In fact, one of the hospital in Punjab was fined up to 25 lakhs for handing over their plastic waste to a unauthorized waste handlers. Okay, it could be costing them so much. Okay, any questions still here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And finally, to conclude, so we have to approach the system in a complete way with policies in place, segregation, discipline, all the air components have to be carefully addressed and taken care of. Okay. Any questions still here? If no more question, I'll end with one story and one video after this. Okay. This is about our responsibility. Okay, as who is responsible. Story about four people. I think you all will know, and I think this is very apt for our biomedical waste. This is about four people. Everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. There was an important job to be done. Everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about it because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody would not do it. It ended at that everybody blamed somebody and nobody did what anybody could have done it. Yes, I think this is the fate of our waste movement, right? You all agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you very much. Any questions
Thank you,
on this
ma'am.
speech? I'll play one video. Collection, storage, transportation video was played by Suman previous time. Was it played?
What, ma'am?
Collection, transportation, and storage video was played.
Okay, ma'am.
Was it played before? No.
Hmm, I think no, ma'am.
Okay, I'll
Correct.
play that. I'll play that. Okay. That and on-site pre-treatment I'll play. Right.
Collection, storage, and transportation. Collection and transportation of waste within healthcare facility. Biomedical waste should be collected daily or once in every shift based on the quantum of waste.
Is it seen?
Yes, ma'am. Is it C?
Collection,
Okay.
storage, and transportation. Collection and transportation of waste within healthcare facility. Biomedical waste should be collected daily or once in every shift based on the quantum of waste generated. Plastic bags once filled should be tightly tied and tagged from the point of generation. Bags should not be more than 3/4 filled. The waste is to be weighed, barcoded, and documented in a logbook. Designated trolleys with biohazard symbol should be used for waste collection and needs to be cleaned daily. Transportation of waste should be done during non-peak hours of the hospital. Remember, during collection and transportation of waste, personal protective equipment should be worn by the waste handlers. Temporary storage room. All healthcare facilities should have designated storage place for biomedical waste. The storage room must be secured with lock and key with proper signage. It should not be accessible to any unauthorized persons. The room needs to be protected from rain, have good ventilation, lighting, and water facility. Should contain 4 big partitions with color coding. Rooms should have adequate water supply and should be easily washable with drainage facility. Provision for cleaning of trolleys and containers must also be made. The outlet from the floor must lead to an effluent or sewage treatment plant. Storage room should be accessible to the waste collecting vehicle. General waste should not be stored in the same storage area along with the biomedical waste. Documentation of the biomedical waste handed over to the common biomedical waste treatment facility needs to be maintained at the healthcare facility. Remember, according to the Biomedical Waste Management Rules 2016, no untreated infectious waste can be stored beyond 48 hours. Transportation of biomedical waste to common biomedical waste treatment facility. Biomedical waste from the storage room should be transported to the common biomedical waste treatment facility in a designated vehicle only. The vehicle should have a biohazard symbol displayed prominently along with the name and address of the common biomedical waste treatment facility. The driver's cabin should be separate from the waste compartment. Waste compartment should be closed and secured, and waste should not fall out from the vehicle during transportation. The vehicle should be kept locked at all times. No other waste should be carried in the vehicle. The vehicle must be fitted with the GPS tracker. Empty plastic bags, suitable protective clothing, cleaning equipment, and disinfectant, special kits for dealing with liquid spills should also be carried in a separate compartment. Proof of waste collected daily from the healthcare facility needs to be logged and carried in the vehicle. Remember, people handling waste should mandatorily wear personal protective equipment. Report if any major accident occurs to the State Pollution Control Board within 24 hours by entering valid details in form number 1.
ಇದು ಓಕೆ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲೇನೋ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರಪ್ಪ. Okay, I'll put another one, pre-treatment one.
On-site pre-treatment. Mismanagement of biomedical waste can transmit infections. Transmission of infections through procedures in the hospital can be prevented by sterilization of instruments used and disinfection of the surfaces. Biomedical Waste Management Rules 2016 recommends microbiological waste, biotechnology waste, and other clinical laboratory waste, including blood bags, to be pre-treated with non-fluorinated chemical disinfectant or autoclave, microwave, or hydroclave. The surfaces that have come in contact with blood or body fluids have to be disinfected with sodium hypochlorite. Healthcare facilities which do not have access to common biomedical waste treatment facility need to follow on-site disinfection processes for recyclable plastic waste, glass waste, and sharp waste. Plastic and glass waste needs to be disinfected by autoclave, microwave, or by chemical disinfection and then sent to registered recycler. Sharp waste should be disinfected using sodium hypochlorite and then disposed into sharp spit.
Okay, so if no other question, any questions, any doubts you got?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Thank you,
It's
ma'am.
it's
Oh,
good lecture, ma'am.
thank you, thank you. Tomorrow we'll again meet at 3 o'clock. Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank you.
okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Good day.